Oh, Canada, our syrup-slurping, hockey-obsessed neighbors to the north. Remember when America and Canada were best friends? Like sharing a border, finishing each other's sentences best friends. We're talking about a time when the biggest disagreement we had was whether pineapple belonged on pizza. For the record, it doesn't. Sorry, Canada, but on this, we stand firm. Those days, my friends, seem like a distant, maple-scented dream. Why? Well, let's rewind to 2023, shall we? That's when the bromance hit a snag. A snag the size of, let's say, the entire Canadian oil industry. See, back then, the US decided it was a good idea to slap tariffs on Canadian energy and potash. Because nothing says I value our friendship like a good old-fashioned trade war, right? Trump's tariffs. Because nothing says best friends forever like a trade war. Ah, tariffs. Those beautiful instruments of economic diplomacy. Or, as we like to call them in the real world, taxes on your own citizens disguised as a power move. But hey, why let details get in the way of a good trade spat, eh? The immediate market impact? Let's just say it wasn't pretty. Prices went up, jobs were lost, and the Canadian dollar? Well, let's just say it took a bit of a beating, eh? But here's the thing about Canadians. They're a resilient bunch, like survived a winter in Winnipeg resilient. So, did they roll over and accept their fate? Did they apologize for being Canadian, even though they secretly love it? Not a chance. Canada responds. You mess with the moose, you get the antlers. And when Canada decides to respond, they do it with a unique blend of politeness and determination. Canada, in its polite yet firm way, decided to fight fire with, well, more fire. They gathered their best minds and strategized a response that would make even the most seasoned diplomats take notice. They retaliated with tariffs of their own, targeting key industries to make their point loud and clear. And let me tell you, these weren't your grandma's tariffs. These were meticulously calculated to hit where it hurt. We're talking bourbon, playing cards, even ketchup. Yes, the beloved tomato-based condiment found in almost every household. Yes, ketchup. Apparently, messing with Canada's tomato-based condiments is a line you just don't cross. It was a bold move that showed they meant business. But the Canadians weren't done there. Oh no, they had a few more tricks up their flannel sleeves. They knew that a diversified approach was key. They diversified their energy markets, looking beyond their southern neighbors to new partners in Europe and Asia. This move opened up new avenues for trade and collaboration. They invested heavily in renewable energy, becoming a global leader in green technology. Wind, solar, and hydro projects flourished, showcasing Canada's commitment to a sustainable future. And then, just for good measure, they won the World Junior Hockey Championship. Again. Because Canada. It's not just about trade and energy. It's about national pride and excellence in every field. Election fever hits Canada. Energy policy takes center stage, eh? The nation is buzzing with excitement and anticipation as the political landscape heats up. The tariff battle raged on, becoming a hot-button issue in the 2024 Canadian federal election. Candidates from all parties were fiercely debating the future of Canada's energy policy, each presenting their vision for the country's path forward. The political landscape was more polarized than a plate of poutine at a Montreal Canadiens game. Canadians from coast to coast were passionately discussing the implications of these policies over their favorite comfort foods. On one side, you had the Hug a Yankee Party, advocating for a return to the good old days of free trade and unlimited Netflix access because, well, priorities. They argued that a closer relationship with the United States would benefit the economy and provide more entertainment options for everyone. On the other side, you had the maple syrup mafia, promising to protect Canadian energy and make America pay for every last drop of imported maple syrup. They emphasized the importance of energy independence and national pride, rallying supporters with their bold promises. The debates were heated, passionate, and, dare we say, even a little bit boring. Despite the intensity, some viewers found themselves longing for more excitement and drama in the political discourse. Sorry, Canada, but your political theater could use a little more House of Cards and a little less Anne of Green Gables. The charm of Canadian politeness sometimes made the debates feel more like a friendly chat than a fierce competition. In the end, the Canadian people spoke, electing a government that promised to stand up for Canadian interests, but also work towards a more amicable relationship with their southern neighbors. The new administration vowed to balance national pride with practical diplomacy. Because even when Canadians are mad at you, they're still really nice about it. The spirit of cooperation and friendliness remained strong, proving that even in the midst of political turmoil, Canadians could find common ground and move forward together. The calm in the Canadian oil storm, CEOs playing 3D chess while America burns money. While politicians were busy grandstanding, the real power players in this drama were calmly strategizing behind closed doors. We're talking, of course, about Canadian oil executives. These folks, used to navigating the treacherous terrain of both the oil sands and Canadian politeness, weren't about to let a little trade war catch them off guard. They knew that America, addicted to foreign oil like a teenager to TikTok, would eventually come crawling back. And when they did, Canada would be ready. They'd be stronger, more diversified, and holding all the good syrup. The $1 trillion whoopsie, how America played itself. Fast forward to 2025. Remember that whole resilient thing we talked about? Yeah, turns out it wasn't just a catchy slogan for a Tim Hortons mug. Canada's economy was thriving, their energy sector booming. And America? Well, let's just say the tariffs hadn't quite worked out as planned. Turns out, slapping tariffs on your biggest trading partner might have some, shall we say, unintended consequences. The U.S. economy took a hit, with energy prices skyrocketing and businesses struggling to cope with the increased costs. All told, experts estimate the tariffs cost the U.S. economy a cool $1 trillion. That's trillion, with a T. The world is watching. New energy alliances are forged in the fires of trade wars. These alliances are not just about survival, but about thriving in a new global landscape. The saga of the Canadian oil tariffs serves as a cautionary tale. It highlights the complexities and the unforeseen consequences that can arise when nations engage in economic battles. It's a reminder that in the interconnected world of global trade, there are no winners in a trade war, only varying degrees of losers. The ripple effects can be felt across continents, affecting industries and economies far beyond the initial conflict. Canada emerged from the fray stronger and more independent, having learned the hard way the importance of diversification and self-reliance. They invested in new technologies and sought out new markets, ensuring that they would not be so vulnerable in the future. They forged new alliances on the world stage, becoming a key player in the global energy market. These new partnerships have opened doors to opportunities that were previously unimaginable. And America? Well, they learned that sometimes even the best friends need a little space. The trade war served as a wake-up call, prompting a re-evaluation of their own strategies and relationships, and that maybe, just maybe, pineapple on pizza isn't the worst idea in the world. It's a metaphor for embracing new ideas and being open to change, even if it seems unconventional at first. Okay, maybe not that last one, but the point remains. In a world of constant change, adaptability and open-mindedness are key.